And in fact, it's fucking dope. I mean, it's just hot. You know, the gear is dope. The dances are amazing. The DJs, the music. I mean, the culture is just fucking fire. I mean, Carl Carter, CEO of Snake Nation, also co-founder of Massive Creative Coalition. And he had a great panel talking about cultural convergence and cultural commerce between Atlanta and South Africa. And just really looking at all the creatives that are already out there putting in work, putting in that risk to help build these bridges, and then figuring out ways we can work better with key stakeholders in government and private industry in the development space. So yeah, man, just really assembling the team, and it's been an amazing day. We had some incredible insights. And so we look forward to more. It's FIFA. We're in the streets.
So I know there's a lot to say on this topic.
Yeah.
But how can you sum up one of the more important things of accomplishing your goal?
Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, I think, one of the most important things is that often here in the States, we're taught like the rugged individual, the lone soldier. And really it's about how do you work collectively, and how do we, help use that collective energy to move our agenda forward. So we're really, really big on coalition building, on working as collectives, as teams. I think a lot of the energy that you get, like how you're socialized in Africa, is all about that. The spirit of Ubuntu, which is all about, I am human through other humans. And so that's really the energy that we bring to these business discussions. It's saying, cool, what happens when like people that are normally taught to be competitive decide, here's a chance for us to work together. And what can we accomplish? And so I think that's like a key definitive, strength of Massive and of the companies that are in Massive, is that we actually made a choice to say, you know what? We see each other and we're going to work together. And so I think that's probably one of the big takeaways from today. Now, it's interesting, man. It's like a slow burn. I mean, it feels immediate, but I think years ago we were bringing like SA hip hop, sharing it with DJs. So I think the DJs picked it up first. Work Crew was coming over and spinning, Milk and Cookies, doing the big festivals, like really converging like SA talent and US talent. And so I think it's just the culture is finding each other, and then of course the internet amplifies everything, So thank God for like TikTok and IG and dance and, all that kind of stuff. And as Snake Nation, it's like our core mission to bridge those gaps. So we focus on working with young creators on college campuses, in community, in network. So that way, when people are curious about how do I make a living as a creator? How do I turn this into a career? How can this be my life? Then we want to be those on-ramps. They'll build tools, create support systems, for the creative economy. And so we realize like we're probably top 1 or 2% of all creatives are able to like earn a living and thrive. And that's really who you see assembled here today. These are all people that have made it as creatives and are here to do more and are here to make sure we're giving back and we're in constant communication with our community. So that's really, a big part of like our core mission. And then how like, that culture that you're experiencing in South Africa, which is grounded in Ubuntu. So that is one of the things I think has been a big part of like why SA culture has blown up in the way that it has. And in fact, it's fucking dope. I mean, it's just hot. The gear is dope. The dances are amazing. The DJs, the music. I mean, the culture is just fucking fire. I mean, I'm just going true. So I think the proof is in the pudding, and we've been able, I think, our culture here is becoming more and more and more open as you're seeing more convergence of the diaspora of folks from all over coming together. And so we just think it's a natural outgrowth of that. Sure. Carl Carter. You can find me at snakenation.co. You can find me at Massive Go Global on IG, massivegoglobal.co, and Carlito, Karlito 218 on IG as well. Get at me.